This is not regarding an individual fight or the sympathetic wave for an individual or someone else. The core issue this constituency should have to debate is regarding the development issue. What are the challenges being faced by the people of Puduppally, the people of Kerala? Even they are forced to say that once if we are going to be elected as the representative of this constituency, the primary importance shall be given to settle the issue of drinking water, because that much scarcity of drinking water is here. Not only from drinking water, while we analyze the structure of roads, they are not even up to the mark. If you call for a rented car or an auto rickshaw for a ride to hospital, they will say, "Oh, to that road, we won't come. It will harm our vehicle." If you go through the history, you can find the facts. With facts and figures, you can analyze whether his dialogue or his response is factual or not factual. It was during the pressure of that LDF government that the present Rajiv Gandhi Institute has been grown up to the present level. And even during this instance, I think an year before, the present LDF government had allotted new courses, had allotted new buildings for the hostel and for the education block.
Just a few more days left for the much awaited Puduppally by-election, and I'm joined by none other than the Left Democratic Front candidate, Jaick C. Thomas. Jaick, while I was speaking to the left supporters, most of them were saying this by-election is all about development versus sympathy. What do you have to say about that?
At the very first instance, after the official declaration of the candidature of Left Democratic Front, I myself, while addressing the mainstream media houses here in Kerala, I had called for a debate. Let's have a friendly debate regarding the core developments happened in Puduppally, and regarding the lifestyle related things of the people over here Puduppally. But that invitation for a friendly debate regarding the development process of Puduppally has been mercilessly rejected by the UDF candidate. Then we had not we are not ready to drop the real issue of development at the every instance, especially after the official declaration of our candidature, on our public meetings, on our election gatherings regarding the family meets at booth level, at local level, at zonal parts, at all the rank and file process of this by-election, we had raised a single issue. That is nothing else but the development process happened in Puduppally, whether it was up to the mark, while comparing with the neighbor constituencies, even in Kottayam, which is being ruled by UDF and LDF representatives, while comparing with other constituencies. What is the benchmark of Puduppally?
What are some of the issues that LDF is raising this time around? Because we heard that one of the issues that you are raising is drinking water problems. And over the last 5 decades, when Uman Chandi was the MLA from Puduppally, what do you think has not been done according to you, or what is lacking in Puduppally?
Actually, not only the drinking water, but if you go and ask with the several candidates, apart and alike from the UDF and LDF, even to the independent candidates, even they are forced to say that once if we are going to be elected as the representative of this constituency, the primary importance shall be given to settle the issue of drinking water, because that much scarcity of drinking water is here in Puduppally constituency. If you go with the 8 Grama Panchayats, ranging from Vagathanam to Ayakunnam or Agalakunnam, Puduppally, or even in Manargad, you can see intense scarcity of drinking water. And it is nothing else but because of the lack of caring this constituency, not only from drinking water, while we analyze the structure of roads, they are not even up to the mark. If you call for a rented car or an auto rickshaw for a ride to hospital, they will say, "Oh, to that road, we won't come. It will harm our vehicle." That much bad the situation of that road. So from the drinking water issue, the scarcity of drinking water, the situation of roads, ranging to the employability things, ranging to the what we call the present situation of the government offices. If you go through the constituency and see how the village offices, how the excise office, how the Krishi Bhavan, they all have a nominal room, 1 or 2 room. They are struggling in that room. Puduppally is a single constituency which doesn't have a mini civil station. As your question says, this constituency had a big history of 53 years of Congress regime, but a single mini station is not here. From drinking water, regarding the roads, regarding the lack of municipal station, such and such things. There are several issues make the make the debate regarding the development.
When you speak about the debates regarding development, today I was speaking to the UDF candidate who said that he is willing to participate in a debate if you talk about the institutions that they brought in. For example, he was quoting Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Technology and KR Narayan Film Institute, which he says that the CPM or LDF was against this.
uh, if you go through the history, you can find the facts. With facts and figures, you can analyze whether his dialogue or his response is factual or not factual. I had told you that on the initial stage, I had called for a friendly debate regarding this development, but he was not ready. Later, two instances. The UDF candidate was forced to respond. As of now, he was forced to respond regarding the issues of development. On the first instance, his response was that in every Grama Panchayat, they are having the main branches of Kerala State Financial Enterprises (KSFE), and in every zone they are having State Bank of India's zone branches. And other than that, later on, he had added like every village we are having village offices. This was his first response, and thus all over the cross section of the constituency, not only the constituency, all over the Malayalis had listened what's the initial response of UDF candidate regarding the core issue of development. The second instance was that he was talking about this Virology Institute and the Kottayam Medical College. And the actual thing regarding the Virology Institute, that Puduppally doesn't have a Virology Institute yet now. Thus, Virology Institute is actually located in Alappuzha district. And regarding the Kottayam Medical College, it was the stone was laid on and inaugurated during the college days of our former CM. This was the two instances he responded to the development. And now, as a part, he's talking while talking with you, he had shared an example regarding the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Technology. Yes, it is true that the foundation stone was laid during the UDF tenure. It is a fact. But later, several years, it had worked on a rented building near Vellore. I think it was near JTS. There is a junior technical school. Still, it's working in Pambadi, in Pambadi Grama Panchayat, near Vellore. And after, during the tenure of EK Nayanar regime, the left front came to power in Kerala. During that instance, I think Comrade T.K. Ramakrishnan was another minister from Kottayam. With his pressure, during the regime of Comrade E.K. Nayanar government, they had allotted nearly 15 crore for an independent building and all. It was during the pressure of that LDF government that the present Rajiv Gandhi Institute has been grown up to the present level. And even during this instance, I think an year before, the present LDF government had allotted new courses, had allotted new buildings for the hostel and for the education block. So it is actually it is baseless remark regarding the citing the example of RIT.
Jaick, one more thing is you're aware of the controversy surrounding the chief minister and chief minister's daughter. Do you think that will be an issue that will affect the by-elections?
It is not the controversies works here. It is the case of development works here. Because if you are going to talk about the controversies, there were several controversies, several baseless controversies happened in Kerala. It was also raised by the same main leadership of the United Democratic Front. Some months back, you might have been knowing that the Sharjah Sheikh, he is having a financial status of higher. Financial status of highest than the GDP of Kerala, and the UDF had raised a allegation like he had came to Kerala and he has been offered by the CM for a bracelet of gold, like 8 or 9 grams and all. This was the former allegation raised by them, and the other allegation was that the smuggling has been happened through Quran. The smuggling has been happened through dates. Likewise, several baseless allegation has been raised by the UDF, and now it is regarding the daughter of CM.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that these are not issues that are affecting the common public, but it is the real developmental issues that is going to be the major talking point in these elections.
Exactly. Here the core issue is development, nothing else, not controversies. The people are also responding to the development issues happened over here during the 53 years of this constituency.
Jaick, and final question is: this is the third time that you'll be contesting from Pudupalli constituency, and in 2021, you brought down Congress candidate Umanchandi's vote margin by a huge percentage. But do you think the sympathy wave this time around is a cause of concern for you?
No, I had initially stated that that's why we had make a public remark at the initial stage itself. This is not regarding an individual fight or the sympathetic wave for an individual or someone else. The core issue this constituency should have to debate is regarding the development issue. What are the challenges being faced by the people of Pudupalli, the people of Kerala, and during the 53 years of the Congress regime, what has been happened in Pudupalli, and during the left regimes in Kerala, what had happened in Pudupalli, citing the examples of the Pudupalli Government Higher Secondary School to the family healthcare centers to the taluk hospitals. The development happened to these institutions during the left front regime, and during the 53 years, what all things happened during the UDF regime. Let the people discuss and decide which front they should have to opt.